What's up guys, Sowerz here, and today I'm going to bring you a Gfinity preview commentary. I'm just going to drop my thoughts on the event, how I think it'll go, and maybe just a few predictions here and there. But in the meantime, I've got a Hardpoint Slums gameplay against TCM from a scrim we had the other night. I know I haven't been streaming our scrims recently, but it was just in the build up to Gfinity. I didn't want to stream our scrims, but back next week with the Unite scrims I will be, so yeah, it'll be about Monday, Tuesday next week. I'll be back to bring the Unite scrims. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this gameplay while I talk about Gfinity. And yeah, Gfinity this weekend, obviously there's been a lot of hype, a lot of videos about it, so you know most people do know about it now. I won't go too much into about the event, but for those of you who do not know, it's a $55,000 prize pot altogether. So for first place you get $30,000, second place $15,000, and then third and fourth get $5,000. And there's two groups of 5 teams, and I'll talk through the groups in a second, but the top 4 from each group progress through into like a single elimination quarterfinals kind of thing, and then the bracket, you know, kind of continues from there. So yeah, I mean the groups, our group, for those of you wondering, our first game is against Prophecy, then our second one's against Optic, then Complexity, and then Ozone Giants. So for us, you know, that's our group there. It's a tough group, there's no doubt about it. Ozone Giants have kind of been tipped to be the team that kind of aren't going to make it through our group, but at the end of the day, at LAN you can never take anything too lightly, and we definitely won't be taking Ozone Giants lightly at all when we play them. Every game is going to be a tough one, and yeah, obviously we've got Complexity who just won MLG, Optic who are going to be the fan favourites obviously. They've got a big fan base over in America, and I'm assuming they'll still have a pretty decent fan base over here as well, so you know they're going to kind of be the fan favourites at the event probably. Prophecy, obviously my old team, we played them first. That's a big match for us, and Ozone Giants last will be our game, which could be a big game for us, the last game. But the other group is Envy, Impact, TCM, Curse, and AAA, so that's a tough group as well. Now, for our group, I think it's going to be a tough group, like I say, but I think our first match against Prophecy is an absolutely huge game. I think if we can win that game, that's going to definitely give us some huge momentum going into the matches against Optic and Complexity. Now, you know, obviously the American teams have been tipped to be the dominant teams at this event by a lot of people, but personally I think an upset is on the cards. I think if a European team can kind of get a bit of momentum going, I don't think that it will be the top 4 teams will be American teams. That's just my prediction on it. Whichever NA team might not make it in, I don't know, but I'm feeling really confident with the team of recent. We've been playing quite a lot. We just look really solid on every game type. We've really, like over the last few weeks, we've just improved so much. I've said this in other commentaries that we've just kind of improved day by day. Our consistency's there. We're just consistently putting in good performances every night. So that's usually a really good sign going into a LAN event with a team, that if you're consistent online going into a LAN event, it's a good sign. Usually when I've been in teams where we've had a good night and then next night we come and we do pretty bad, it's really inconsistent. That's usually when, you know, you kind of struggle a bit more at LAN. But we kind of had those problems a few weeks ago. We kind of worked really hard to try and improve our teamwork and, you know, our knowledge on the game, and it's really paid off. And saying that, I really do think we can take any team on our day, and I mean that, you know, with full confidence. To a lot of people it might sound silly because Complexity and Impact are the strongest, you know, the most likely teams to win the event. But, you know, like they say, you can't go into any match thinking you're going to lose it, and I definitely have confidence in my team. The way we've been playing recently, if we can play like we have been and we show up to the event, I'm feeling pretty confident. But like I say, LAN, anything really can happen at LAN. It's going to be on a big stage. I think, like I say, our first match against Prophecy is going to decide it for us. I think if we can take Prophecy there, which I'm confident we can, we'll then have Optic coming up after. That'll be Optic's first game of the tournament, and we'll have, you know, if we do come off the back of a win against Prof, I think we're going to have the hype that we definitely can take them. I really do think we can, and we're going to definitely give it our best shot. Then going into Complexity, obviously the MLG champions, they're definitely going to be probably the toughest game there, along with Impact. So, you know, if we lose to them, it's nothing to be ashamed of at all. But at the same time, we're going to give it, you know, a full swing. If we can come off the back of beating Prophecy and Optic, obviously, then we're gonna be so confident in ourselves. So it really does depend. I think it's going to be one of those things. We've just got to take it one game at a time as a team, and not really think too much into the later games of the bracket. But yeah, I mean, like with what I've kind of given my predictions on what we can do, I think that overall in the bracket, I think Complexity are expected to win our group. There's no doubt about that. But then I honestly do think the second place is up, is up for grabs between us, Prophecy and Optic. I really do. I think our group's going to be a lot kind of tighter than the other group. I think the other group is going to be dominated by Impact and Envy, just from what I've seen. And I think it's going to be a tight call between Curse and TTM to get the third spot. And I think from what I've seen at Reflex and heard, they didn't have a great event. Whether they've been playing much, I really don't know. I haven't really seen them online too much, but I'm expecting AA to not make it through that group. And in our group, I mean, you could say Giants, but like I say, anything can happen, and I'm not gonna predict too many things in our group. But I definitely do think that TCM and Curse will be the teams that are battling for that third place, and then obviously the other team will come fourth. But Impact is one that is definitely one to watch out for. I think that with them not winning MLG, and you could tell they were really annoyed with not winning MLG, some of their players. I just feel like they're going to come back more hungry than ever. Like they'll come into this event, not that they've not got the pressure, but this time round, it's complexity who've got the pressure, and playing under the pressure of expecting to win is different to being the underdog. It really is, and I think this is going to be a real test for complexity. There's no doubt Impact's complexity are the two teams that people are expecting to be in the final. And if those two teams do make it to the final, I think it's a really tough one to call. But I do think Impact, I've just got a funny feeling Impact would pull it out this event. I really do. I think that now the tables are turned, like I say, Impact kind of are the slight underdogs really this event. People kind of writing them off a bit, saying they haven't been playing as much. But I think when it comes to the actual LAN, and these guys, when they're hungry for a win, they've shown what they can do. Not that they weren't hungry at MLG, I just feel like at MLG they were expected to win once again, and that can kind of make you slack on your game a bit, I think. So I'm expecting Impact to come through and win if it is that situation in the final. But yeah, in terms of the event overall, I mean, we're hoping to place in the money. I think every team is, from Europe. That is obviously the aim. I wouldn't take anything outside of that really, because that's what every team's there to do. Place in the top 4. Guarantee yourself a place in the money. But overall, just so excited for the event. There's so many things I've heard that will be happening. I did have some interviews done the other few weeks, and I've heard quite a bit about the event, but I don't want to spoil any things for the viewers out there. But yeah, it really does sound like it's going to be an amazing experience, an amazing event. I really just can't wait for it. The amount of prize money, the production that is going behind this event is just insane. I don't know how the streams are going to work, because I think there's actually there might be 2 streams. I'm not sure, because there's 8 casters for Call of Duty, which I don't get. Like, why would they need 8 casters if there's only 1 stream? And because there's 2 matches going on at the same time every single time, so I'm assuming there must be 2 streams. But the only stream that I know of is twitch.tv/Gfinity, and I'll put that in the description below for you guys who don't go on Twitch much. I'll put it there if you want to see the link there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there will be 2 streams, whatnot, but we are the first game on the Saturday against Prophecy, which starts at, I believe, something like 9 AM, something like that, or 10 AM, pretty early on. So if you're in UK, obviously that's early morning. If you're from America, then that's really early morning or late, whatever you want to call it. It'd be like 2 AM or something in America. Then our second match is against Optic about 1 o'clock. So those are the 2 games that we're kind of focused on for now, and then we're just going to take it from there. But overall, just so excited for the event. I mean, the amount of production that's gone into this event is just insane, and really, the more people that watch this event, the bigger it's going to get. It really is. I mean, the backing that they have, you just have to look on their website. The likes of Activision, these huge companies that are really backing Gfinity. It's definitely going to change console esports in the UK. So make sure everybody knows about it. Make sure you all tune into the stream. Make sure you get some friends tuned in as well. Every little helps. If every single person gets 1 extra person to watch the stream, that's twice the viewership. So try and let people know this is definitely an event which is really going to show COD esports off. Like, it's not going to be some events that we've seen where it's kind of like a rushed event. It's just all disorganised. It just really doesn't look that good. This event is just on another level. I'd go as far to say as it could rival MLG. I'm not gonna say that it is going to rival MLG, but from what I've seen, I definitely do believe that they can do that. Not just for this event, but in the future as well. So I'm really excited to see what can happen with this event, and definitely what can happen after. But overall, I mean, I'm expecting about at least 20,000 viewers for most games on average. Hopefully, if we can hit that, that's good. But I'm expecting Gfinity to want a lot more than that, because the likes of Optic coming over and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't go too much into my predictions and thoughts because when my team's there, you know, I'm mainly focused on my own team and what we can do, you know, results-wise. But like I said, I'm really confident going into it. I feel like this is one of the most prepared teams, you know, that I've been in. And it really is down to us. It's in our hands, I think. If we show up to the event and really do perform like we can, we've got a really good chance of placing well. But nothing is guaranteed, and we've just got to make sure we keep our heads and stick to our game. And if we do, I'm feeling really confident. But yeah, that's just a little wrap-up on my thoughts there, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will be back after Gfinity with another video. I won't be doing any videos over the weekend. I'll be obviously at the event in London. So yeah, I will be back next week around Monday, Tuesday, streaming and uploading again. So yeah, if you guys could drop this video a like, I'd really appreciate that. All support really does help me out. And yeah, like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.